Hello, welcome back. I am in the process of working on the bedroom. Since the last time I did a video, there has been a lot that has happened, and I had cleared out this area over here. So right now, everything's really a mess because I'm in the process of revamping this. And this area, I have new racks. I'm going to actually have it so that the sweaters hang here. I am going to go through. There are some that I can fold. I'm not a big fan of folding sweaters, but there's certain ones that can be, and lighten the load here. I have this rack. I did get some more. I had given away a bunch of them to a couple, and now I need them. So I got a new set here in the box, and what I want to do is, I'm going to take this one off, and so what will happen is that this will be a tower and it will go up, and I'm probably 6 high. Right now it's 2. I'd like to do 4 more. 3 might be all I can do. Then I'm going to take this center one down. That is going to just be lower and allow some of my longer sweaters to hang. But then my new EcoFlow is going to sit on top of it, on top of a board. And the EcoFlow was a definite necessity. After Hurricane Helene had hit this area, I was out without power for 7 days. And you know, the battery that comes with RVs and so on, it can only do so much. And I just want to really have that backup. I ended up having to throw out a whole lot of food because even though I didn't open up the freezer, the little 3 cubic foot freezer for 5 days, things were okay, but then once I opened it, within a couple of days, things were, I tried to make as much as I could and use it all, but I just couldn't, unfortunately, and so a lot of it had to get thrown away. But now I want to get this organized. Finally, I'm getting to work on this again. There were a couple of weeks where dealing with all of the issues preparing for Helene. But then once Helene hit, then there was a whole week without power and trying to get things done. And that was really hard. And then we've had some stress issues. So a little bit of a weakened condition. So I'm really glad to get back at this. Wanted to share this. So this is, that's going to be down on that side. I forgot to finish. And then on this side, it's also going to be another tower of them. There will be a couple of them that will be having the openings toward the inside of the room, but a couple of them that will be to the side. So I can put things like my towels there, which I really needed a place to have towels put away anyway. And then I will be able to utilize this space for other storage. This is going to really help out. So hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of this done today. In the meantime, if you can see off into the distance, let me go from here. I'm also doing laundry at the same time. My little laundry, a portable washing machine. And so when I'm washing, it can be there. And then when it's not being used, it will be kept in this area. So I need to clean up these hanging items here. I don't need them hanging anymore. I have gone through my closet. All right, so 3 wide is going to be fit there nicely. I was hoping I might be able to do 4, but it's not going to work that way. So this is really going to be good. The 3 bottom I will be using for my business storage. I'm going to have some products that I'm going to be storing there. I'm going to be going into that business in another video sometime soon. But now I need to just have this climb up, and I'll do one on each side so it's equal on each side, hopefully. we'll get up there. I might be sleeping on the couch tonight because I've got to take these sweaters off of here, put them on the bed. My little storage bins that I've had in here, little cubes that I've had in here with some clothing and so on, are right now on the bed, and I'm going to have to take those down in order to put these in place. I'm going to have to do it before I finish building this because it's going to be stacked up, and I also need to get those racks on the wall here for hanging the clothes. So this is going to be very interesting. Well, I've got the sweaters down. Try to utilize the space a little bit better. Interestingly, when I took everything down, I forgot that I had this unit here that probably held a TV pull-out of some kind or another. And so I'm going to have to remove that. And then this little table, which would have either held a TV or would have just been something for people to use as a nightstand or whatever, in the bedroom, which was strange with a bed that took up most of the area. I don't know. But anyway, those I'm going to have to take them down. So I had to go get my drill and drill bits and pull that down because I need to make space. These are going to be removed. Let me see if I can do that better. Those hooks are going to be removed, and those are the spots where I'm going to put the racks that will be for hanging the sweaters. I'm assuming that there's got to be some kind of structure behind that. I'm trying to remember what all was done behind in that shower and the framing that was there, but I'm hoping that by those being in that area, that's going to help me to know that that's a good strong area for those brackets. This is a unique situation, but I gotta try, right? It is so beautiful out. We have had some incredibly beautiful weather, very cold evenings, nice warm days, not too hot. This is one of them. I got the windows cranked open. There's a nice breeze coming in there right now, which is good. So now I'm all set up to remove this table, and that would be nice if I could use it somewhere else in the house, wouldn't it? Well, anyway, and I'm looking and it's like, are those, oops, there we go. I don't know. I hope that my Phillips will be able to take that out. And this one has flathead, and it is for a wall mount. I don't know if I'm going to take it down. I might just leave that one there. I don't think it's going to be in the way. This is far enough out from the wall that the shelf cubes won't be able to sit back against that wall, and that's just not gonna work. So now I've got my trusty little skill, my first big tool that I owned all by myself, and I built a bunk bed with it, which had a bunk on top and it had an open area underneath for a desk for my son, and it split the room for my daughter. We had a 2-bedroom apartment, and I needed to let the girl have her side and the boy have his side, and so I built a type of a loft bed, and with 2x4s. It was very, very interesting. Designed and built it myself. It was very, very good. But anyway, I digress. I apologize, but I got my tools here ready to take this down. I figure it's better to take the bottom ones down first. That way it's still holding it up, and then me being here by myself, I've got to do this diligently and wisely. And so it's interesting that this just kind of like pushes in to hold it up in place. I mean, It's amazing that that would have held the TV. Of course, you know how those old TVs were. This was 1998, so it didn't have flat screens then. So here I go. I'm about to get this done. That was surprisingly easy. But then I had a couple of things fall over here. Those are going to be rods for curtains over the bed. At that window. It's hard to explain. But it came off so easy. And it wasn't real difficult. So now the fun begins to get this together. I'm going to have to get those out too. But they're just with Phillips screw heads anyhow, so that won't be too hard. And hopefully that's going to be where my new hanging brackets will go, which of course I took them out of the box and left them in the living room. But I'm going to have to take a break here in a minute anyhow, so, but on the way. Well, I made a fascinating discovery. So these are going to only be this, and it's basically 12 inches. These are like 12-inch cubes, basically, like 12.4 inches, but just enough so that I've got these cubes that can fit in here. But I want to hang some clothes, and I got those racks to put against the wall, to attach to the wall to hang them. But then I'm looking at this, and I'm like, you know, I have this rod already, and I think that I can be able to hang the clothes on that. In fact, this can probably go in, but so I can return those clothes rods, which is really, really good. And so there should be 5 of these on each side, and then that one lower one. And hopefully that will do it. I maybe should have gotten 8 more instead of 6 more, but I didn't. So let me go with this and see what I can work out. I think this is going to actually be the best solution. This can be painted black, and there's different ways that I can attach it to make sure it doesn't move. Interesting. Thought I had to share that. Okay, well, it's almost 6:30 in the evening. It's starting to get pretty dark, and right now my lovely bedroom is not quite so lovely. But I did get these racks done, and realized that I can go all the way up to the ceiling, and so that's going to be great to be able to have better storage and be able to have some of my, sorry, I'm not moving very fast right now. I'm going to pause this for a second. Oh boy, I've definitely gotten my exercise today. But anyway, that's so great. And I am going to have to, get it secured closer to the wall there, because I don't want it to rack, especially when I've got those clothes hanging on it. And I was thinking, I already have this rod here, and I want to take this down so I have that additional space, because I have the chair here, and so I want to be able to get in and out better. So that rod can probably go all the way across the top there, and actually be a little bit more secure, because I can have it go through both sides. Now I have gone ahead and I've gotten more of these crates, and so they're going to be here in a couple of days. But in the meantime, I went ahead and got these done, and I can probably have one more cubby here, but that's still going to probably just be the space for the EcoFlow, excuse me. But, got my bed full. I don't think I'm going to be able to muster up any more energy than I've already mustered up for today. And so this will be continued. Okay, It's not beautiful, but it's a good start. And be able to get more done when the rest of the crates are put up there and get the rod there, and then the sweaters that need to be hung can still be hung. You can see I've got some of the sweaters here. They're being folded up. Of course, that's just a quickie fold too, but they're going to fit there nicely. Got a couple of other things over here that need to be gone through, but in the meantime, I was able to get everything off the bed, and so it's going to be great. I can sleep here tonight. There's a huge mess still. I figured I would come around this side to show you. The bed isn't quite made, but it's clear, and I can sleep on it tonight. So I hope you guys will continue watching this. There's more that's going to be done in this room. I really want this to be a very special room and get it done the way I want. There's just been a lot of things going on with my SBMS and dealing with that, and that's including a little bit of emotional things there, okay? Just so you know. But anyway, this is going to be so nice and so comfortable. The walls are going to be a very light sage green, and so it'll keep it nice and bright, but that sage green is a very calming color. And then the cabinets will all be painted white and touch up other things and just get everything put where it's supposed to be. So this will not look cluttered. It'll be nice and clean looking. I know that this is going to take up a little bit of space, but if I make it look right, and so I'll tweak it. But this is going to be a very comfortable bedroom. This bed mattress, this is a challenge. It wants to slide down and away from the wall up there, and then slide out, and then the blankets don't want to stay right. And it's a challenge because in order to make that, I have to take off all the pillows and then the back pillow back there, and then pull it out, and it kind of almost is sideways, and it's not an easy task. So I'm trying to find different things I can do to make that a little bit easier. But I am going to get to sleep in my bed tonight. I hope you will keep watching as I make these changes and do the things that I can. I hope that everybody is doing very well, and I will be finishing this up. This will be the first room to be finished. There's going to be other things along the way, but this is going to be the first room to be totally finished with paint and curtains and the whole 9 yards. So thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you'll come back. Take care.